Sounds okay, cool.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
On Sunday, we had a swimming pool, and by Thursday, the pool was dry. All of my friends had drank the water, and I explained to them it was not saline. You're just like, yes, I'll take that, Judi Dench.
Reading the Cheesecake Factory thing, yeah. It's definitely better than what Virginia Madsen's opening dialogue in Dune.
You know, I still haven't sat down and watched that because there's certain movies you got to be in a frame of mind, you know? Dune, The Road, you know, Book of Eli. You can't just, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch Book of Eli today. You can't do that. You need to be in a mood.
I feel like hating myself today. I'm going to go watch The Road. I'm just going to watch the cannibalism scene in The Road 300 times.
Exactly.
Good old Cormac McCarthy.
That's right. And then Judi Dench comes out.
Wait, no, not
40 years ago. We set the world on fire.
Wait,
Cormac McCarthy wrote the book.
Oh, yeah, he did. Cool. I was like, I mixed him up with someone else who wrote All My Friends Are Gonna Be Strangers, but I forget who wrote. I'm losing it. But yeah, I did read The Road, the book. That's a gnarly one. What's his other book, Cormac McCarthy? His one that will never be turned into a movie. That's absolutely...
The Country for Old Men.
Oh, no,
Country for Old Men.
He wrote one that they say can never be turned into a movie. And people have been trying for years to make it into a film. Let me look this up. He did write All My Friends Are Gonna Be Strangers. I love that book. I'm a lit major, man.
Lunch.
Oh, Blood Meridian, dude. Blood Meridian.
I've heard of that.
Have you read it?
Well, if Naked Lunch could be turned into a movie, bro, an excellent movie with your boy RoboCop, Peter Weller.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be unfilmable.
I just don't know how you can do it.
Yeah.
After reading Blood Meridian, that's a bonkers book. And they tried to do all the pretty horses, too. I don't know. You know, I worked with that cinematography. I was a stand-in on a movie called Jane Mansfield's Car, and I worked with him. And he was also on a Golden Corral commercial as well that I worked on.
Golden Corral.
Bro.
Nothing screams America like Golden Corral.
I had to go
Cheesecake
sprinting into a Burlington coat factory because we shot all night. And Atlanta's crazy because it'll be kind of warm, but then it drops. And it's not like Wisconsin winter, but you're not dressed for it. So when it hits in the 30s and you're just wearing a shirt, it's horrible, Norbert. So I went and bought a sweater at Burlington Coat Factory. That's what I'll always remember from that. But
it's like $3, bro.
Now we're on Cormac McCarthy, but
We've completely forgot
one of my favorite musicians, Ben Nichols of Lucero, one of my favorite bands. He did a album that is like he basically inspired from Blood Meridian. So it's like all the songs are Blood Meridian-esque. It's really good. So if you ever want to listen to Ben Nichols sing about Blood Meridian, you should do it. That's a lot of B's.
And knowing it's half the battle.
Hey, so how about this? We're almost done with the episode, but let's take a quick break so I can put some ads in here. And when we come back, we'll talk more The Chronicles of Riddick.
Rock on.
All right. This is a loose episode, but I think it's perfect. I'm not going to edit it. The thing is, we still did our research, and we're making salient points.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about the movie a lot, bro.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this movie more than many others.
I was just about to say, that's right. Yeah, we've broken down a lot of details and specific lines and shit. Absolutely. Yeah. You know?
Okay. I got a couple questions for you when we get back. You ready?
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, here we go.
Oh, 1 sec. Okay, ready.
Okay. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks, and we just had a really good laugh coming back from break. It took me a while to actually get us back from this break, because I started thinking about the scene in this film where Riddick is going to save Jack, but there's another guy on the cliff, the smoking cliffs, and for a while, he's like, am I going to get rescued by Riddick? And Riddick goes blasting past him and saves Jack, and the guy just gets eviscerated into nothingness. But it just makes me really happy that for a second the guy's going, is Riddick coming back for me?
Me, bro?
Yeah.
Me?
Is this happening? Is this happening right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes me really happy. And also, too, I mean, the CGI dogs in this movie,
they're massive.
They're huge. I mean, they're deadly, but he doesn't keep them. Like, there's no reason for them. But I still like deadly dogs, I guess. But yeah, that's
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's the equivalent of the Marvel movies today. This is how Wolverine got his jacket.
hmm
It's that scene. It's that scene. You and I have played, Escape from Butcher Bay,
yeah.
and you get the eyes from some magic dude in
hmm
Butcher Bay. And he just randomly gives you these magical eyes. And so the cigarette story, he gave 20 cigarettes to get the eyes. Where do those eyes come from? They come from the dogs. So he ripped them out of a dog and put them in his head. It just brings up more questions that they don't bother to answer.
And then because she says, yeah, I had 20 cools and no one would do it for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But also too, how do Dame Vaco and Vaco communicate? Because it looks like the cell phone system for the Necromongers is dead
Yeah.
bodies.
Dead bodies and apparently water
Yeah.
oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's their cell phone.
It's frightening. It is alarming. I'm pretty sure that it costs them a part of whatever soul they might have left that he didn't rip out. Maybe that wound that they get on the sides of their neck starts oozing as it talks. Dude, it was gross. And it kind of sounds like in Ninja Scroll, there's an anime called Ninja Scroll where the characters they talk basically two cans connected by a piece of wire, but it's in the mouth. And so it was really cool that they pulled that effect off, though. The verse, Hoffmeyer, you have to get down with the verse. That's all there is to it.
It's got to get down with it.
It's not the sickness, it's the verse, all right? And then the dead person that they use, quarter Italian, half Vietnamese,
Quasi dead.
maybe a fifth Ugandan.
Whoa.
The quasi dead. That's how we transmit the phone calls.
It's
One
insane.
moment, please. One moment. We're looking for a corpse to deliver your message, sir.
And then they have the seeing eye monster that they just walk around very slowly, but you could do that with goggles. And the only things that creature sees are things that are really close to it. So
that's correct. That's correct.
I mean, it's a cool visual, right?
Yes.
And I think that's once again they're just like, that's cool. We're putting it in.
The entire movie is just two guys sitting in a room. It'd be fucking great, bro. Like there was a face, and like when the face turned around, there was another face, but like it was blinking eyes. And what if this dude with like a purple lens visor, he only sees people but like veins and the color orange? Because he doesn't say orange, he says orange. I'm sorry.
And then crematoria.
Yeah.
Hot planet.
Hot planet.
It's hot time. We got Hot Planet. We have Death Planet.
Brown Planet.
Eddie Murphy just walks by. That'd be funny if there's a cut scene where it's just Dame Vaco, and some other people hanging out in a hot tub, and then there's that scene. Woo!
They're just talking political intrigue. Vaco, I find that you are the greatest of all of the necromancers. Too hot! Yay! Eddie, it's wonderful to see you. Come, perhaps there's a place for you in our cabinet. Can't do it. Got to go.
Yeah.
He just starts lashing kicks.
And then Vaco, watch your place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Vaco tells, watch your hands on my wife.
Did Dame Vaco get necromongered?
They're all dead, bro. This is what.
Why she still got the sass?
Okay, they were all humans.
Yeah.
The universe is full of humans, right? There are Furians who are apparently just the most badass until they were all killed by this guy.
I love how there's the most badass race of humans that get wiped out.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were all humans at one point. They were all alive. And their souls were literally ripped out and then just tossed aside. And then they get stabbed in the neck. So they're, half alive, half dead, quarter Vietnamese.
But why is Dame Vaco so much more lucid?
They're not slaves. They're not slaves. It's just that what we see, those they are politicians. They still have all of the human political intrigue, and I'm sure that somewhere on the giant necromancer ship there is a souvenir shop, and a bakery, and maybe there is a necromancer shoe store, a place where you can get your armor waxed, okay? Because they have civilization. It's just that there's a soldier class, and you can tell it's a clearly defined stratus.
Yeah.
Because at least those four, right? The leader is the Grand Marshal. And then you got Tandy Newton, you got Dame Vaco and Lord Vaco. They're together. And then you got the dude who, spoiler alert, he's the Furion, who's on their team.
Yeah.
He's like either equal to or under the Vacos.
Yeah. The dude from Vikings. And
so there's got to be
he's
others
awesome.
like them.
Got it. Are they
He was
eighth
awesome.
dead?
He was awesome.
Are they eighth dead?
They're eighth dead, quarter French Canadian.
Makes sense. Yeah, Linus Roach, man. He and Mandy and Vikings and Homeland. That dude is so good. There's so many good actors in this movie, man. So many good actors.
It's not a bad movie.
No, it's just too many movies.
It's weird, yeah. It's weird. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. And if you try to watch 1, 2, and 3, it sticks out as like, this movie's really strange.
Because Pitch Black is good because of the simplicity and the characters who are very gray. They're not black and white.
Right.
This one
right. Everybody's got.
This one is like all black and white characters, very one note,
mm-hmm.
and it's 6 movies, but it's still fun.
It is.
There's so many neat ideas. The one thing I think is, I know it had $100 million budget, but I do feel at times it got stretched. I think they went for a $150 million movie on a $105 million budget. I wish they would have scaled back I wish they would have made 4 movies. Skip the prison planet. Yeah, you know what? She could have been one of the mercs hunting him down, and then they catch him, and then he has to reunite with her.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah, and then she's established. She has her own crew.
They bring her back. She is not only hunting him, but she's like, no, we're not cool, actually.
Yeah.
I never liked, And then when she dies, now, okay, it's a more earned death. Because the way she dies in the movie is pathetic.
Mm-hmm. Not good.
Yeah,
I hate woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Turn her into a necromancer, and she gets stabbed by a statue. It's the worst, bro. It's the worst. No. You turn Jack into a bad guy because you've already kind of hinted that Imam turned on Riddick. And that makes the first hour of this movie is cool, man. The first hour of this movie is real solid. Why did the Imam turn on? There are questions in your head. Imam turned on him? What the hell? What happened to Jack? What are we talking about here? Why is Tandy Newton so hot and fully clothed?
So during the commentary, I guess David was talking to some press, and some guy goes, I have a 3-word review for Chronicles of Riddick. And he goes, Tandy Newton dress. That was his 3-word review. And then I like the Alexa Duvall. She went, gross.
Yeah.
But then
listen, I'm a monster.
But then Tui was like, nah. He started sticking up for the reporter. But
bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I was watching Westworld exclusively because I was like, wait, Tandy Newton's naked in this? I'm that guy. I'm sorry. And I was proven right because Westworld season 2 and season 3 were not good.
And
not because they lacked Tandy Newton nudity, but because, suddenly they became Terminators.
It's tough for a lot of shows when you think about Lost and Westworld. I feel like you plan for a first season for years. And you have this outline, and then like, okay, great, get us the second season in 6 months.
In 6 months, right? You're like, wait, what? You're like, what? You're like, what? But the problem is, Westworld, you have the movies. Yeah. There have been 1 or 2.
One.
There was the original, and did they remake it? But anyway,
Jurassic Park.
You have the movie, and then you have the book from Crichton.
Yep.
And the first season was not. The first season was not the book at all.
Yeah.
So they have material to draw from, but they didn't.
Just keep it in the park. But
Yeah,
Lost, they had to
even
get off the island eventually, but I don't think they got off the island until season 3 or 4. So give them
well,
in the park.
J.J.